Hey guys, welcome back to our 12th episode.
Yeah.
We are in good company, also known as En Buena Compañía. I'm Isis.
This is Evelyn.
And I'm Shanty.
And thank you guys for keep joining us on each episode. How y'all been? We are back. Where did we come back from? I mean, where did y'all come back from this past weekend or
I think
two?
it was, since last time it was like Mother's Day, huh? So it's been a
Oh
while.
yeah, it's been a while.
And the next holiday, Chantel's birthday. Whoa!
Oh, actually, EDC.
Whoa!
And then my birthday.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
true. That's
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
We like to call that back to back.
Literally. I'm exhausted.
Honestly,
Yeah.
it's not the same. Did you have any highlights from, let's start back. Did you have any highlights from EDC?
I did. I loved the first night. When we got there, we all went on top of the RVs. And then a lot of people started going on the RVs and we just took pictures and it just felt surreal. I was like, damn, we're finally here. Because, you know, anybody that has gone to Coachella, EDC, or just any festival and you're camping or you have a lot of planning to do, you literally think to yourself, I just can't wait till I'm just there, you know, and I can just start having fun and letting loose. So I just was taking all that in. So that was for sure like one of my top highlights.
Sounds magical. RV. Whoa.
Honestly, I fucking loved EDC. I feel like to me, that shit was so much fun. Like the camp experience. Oh my God. Like I wish I would have done it like on my other fucking EDCs. Like it's just so magical. Like you got to turn up. Like EDC is from 5 p.m. till 5 a.m. And then the after party at the camp is like from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. And on Monday they were going on. And it's like, you're just turning up, having a ball, you know, like what other places can you really turn up till 10 a.m.?
Yeah.
Ibiza?
Oh, in
I
US
did that too. Hey, who else can do that? And when you party in the USA.
I think you see so much. It seems so much fun. I didn't go this year. I didn't go last year, but I've been other years, or 1 year actually. But it was all right for me. I feel like everyone has different experiences. But I would say like you're in a whole different world when you're there.
Yeah.
You're vibing. Yeah. The people are so sweet. A lot of people that you meet, at least most people are sweet. But I wouldn't say it's been my favorite festival of all times. I feel like, not to brag out there, but my favorite festival of all, one of the festival's favorites of all time was Outside Lands in San Francisco. I think the vibe was like immaculate. Like you just feel like a whole different level.
Yeah. I remember you texting us and you're like, oh my God. Like, I think you even said it was like the best festival
It was
you've
the
ever been
best
to.
festival ever. And I think, again, it was just like the ambiance I was in. Everyone seemed so happy. And there was so much green and hills. And I forgot the name of the venue in San Francisco, but it was nice. And then after that, we went to bars and karaoke. And everyone from Outside Lands would go to the same bars. And we were like singing all night till like midnight or till like they closed. And we were singing all the songs that they're singing at the festival. Like, what's that song? There's every on time when I think about is you. Late night in the middle of June from who is it? Animals. Glass Animals.
I've never heard of them.
Really?
But I know that song.
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
I'm not good with like you know.
You
like,
lost me. I was like,
So it was really good, but I say EDC. I think it's a cool experience. I'd like to maybe. I don't know about do it again though.
Yeah. I think it's not for everyone. Yeah, it's not. I learned that too, but I really did enjoy it this time. I feel like it was a good farewell for a while. Like I'm not gonna say I'm never gonna go back because I know myself, but I'm gonna take a break for a few years because it was. I feel like I got the full experience. So like the FOMO is no more. Like I
like that one.
Like I'm just like I did the camping. I partied till past 10. Like I did it. Like I really like took time on my fits. Like I feel like I don't have no regrets really. So I'm like
and you guys look good. Like I saw those fits and I was like, whoa! I didn't know y'all were doing the EDC modeling campaign over here.
It was our last one.
Being sponsored. Yeah. Facts.
Hey, y'all should have got sponsored with all those videos and photos that y'all posted. That could have been an ad. For
and with all the money that I spent, I
True.
sponsored EDC.
True. It was an arm and a leg and some.
I feel like how you're feeling. Like this is my last EDC. Like I spent a check on my outfits because I was like, I'm gonna go out, and if this is gonna be my last time, like I want to look back and be like, I love the fit. I loved everything I wore. Like there's no take backs. And I feel like, hey, it might have taken us 3, 4, 5 hours to get ready. Who gives a fuck? That's just a number. Anyway, but it was so worth it. Like I just feel like I've never camped. Like I had gone to 5 EDCs, and this one's like I feel like was the most
5?
different.
Holy moly!
Yeah, whatever. But I just loved it. Like there's really nothing like camping. Like I feel like if you get a chance to do the RV or to camp, like take it. Don't camp. I would do an RV. I would spend the money, pay a little extra. I think as you get older, it's more about comfort. Maybe when I was 21, I wouldn't give a damn and I would have camped. But no, I'm older. I make money, and so I'm gonna make sure that I'm enjoying and feeling comfortable. It can be an AC.
Yeah. And you know, I went to Coachella and I camped there, and they don't have like the option of like RV.
It would have been cool if they had the option for RV. Then Coachella would have been my favorite.
They do have RV.
No, they don't. They took it away. Like
they took it away. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Trust. We looked.
We tried. We tried doing it when I was looking for it.
Yeah. No, they took it away. And honestly, that's my only complaint is the heat. Like it was kicking our ass. Like we couldn't escape it unless we were in the car with the AC blasting, you know?
Oh my goodness.
So that was my only. Oh no, that's not my only downside. The showers. Oh hell no! It was like 2-3 hours until you get a good shower. Until you get a shower, honestly.
Oh my goodness.
And the first day I took a shower there was a used tampon. Yeah, in the shower. And then like the last day, my man, he went to go shower and he saw a sign and it said, "Please don't do this disgusting behavior or else we're going to have to close down the showers." And it was a stick figure taking a shit in the shower. And so he asked the worker, he's like, "Is that true? Like, does that really happen?" He's like, "Yeah, man. Yeah, it happened twice already."
Dude, honestly, that makes me question, what kind of level of stuff are you on to be like smearing your crap all over the place? That's gross.
I'm sorry, but how are you shitting standing up?
Yeah.
No, they don't. I don't think they stand up, but
no, they crap in the shower.
They probably squat and do that shit.
In the shower though. Like
that's disgusting.
No, my man said he did hear though at the EDC one that he heard like he was right next and he said that he can hear in his like the bathroom next to him.
The shower next to him, yeah.
Someone had
that's
the
crazy. I did not know they had
audacity
audience out there too.
Bro.
Fuck. Like in those dirty ass showers. Like,
Dirty.
I'm sorry, EDC, they did do a much better job and they were clean. But how clean can a shower really be where you're sharing with a bunch of other people?
Hey, little did Rex know that they were actually clapping for him because he made it to the toilet.
Hey.
Yeah, I think it was in the showers, right?
It was in the showers. Yeah, it was in the showers. Like somebody was, and I'm just like, the showers are tiny. Like literally, you have this much room.
Literally.
Like imagine trying to overwhelm. Like they're trying to like no. It's
you want to know something funny? Tony told me the same thing when we got home from EDC. He's like, "Bro, why did I just hear people fucking next to him too in the shower stall?" And he's saying, he's like, "Yeah, like they went in there nonchalant, like, and then they were even talking all casually. And then I guess he started peeing first, the guy in the shower. He's like, and I just know because it stunk so bad." Yeah, he's like, it was like the weirdest like stench. Like it was just like, oh, what the fuck?
Let him fuck.
That's what I said. I'm like, and then he went inside her. That's disgusting.
Hey, she does not give a fuck about her pH balance,
bro. Dude, yeah, gross. He was like, yeah, I just heard like little moans, like.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So EDC 1 through 10. This one was like a top 10 if you all of them.
I would say 8.5, close to 9.
All right. Yeah, I would say I would rate mine a 9. I feel like there's always gonna be little things, but like, honest to God, if it weren't for the camping to me was a 10. Like camping part, 10.
Yes. Yeah.
EDC overall, I would say probably like 8.5, 8.5, 9. But camping, like the after parties, a 10 out of 10. Because there's pool parties like. Before actual EDC, like on Friday, I went to like a pool party with Kat. Shout out to Kat and her sister, Daniela. We went in. They waited like in 2 hours in line, and then they just called us when we're in the front. We went in. Bro, you're like, they were having 4 locos. I didn't do that to myself because I'm older and I do appreciate and need my digestive system. Yeah. But like drinks, they had cabanas, like the pool's knee level, so you're not gonna like drown, and the stage is right there. Like,
but y'all didn't go to like Vegas, right? Like Encore or the clubs or any of that, right? You guys didn't have time for that at all.
No,
but you didn't want to. Like it was such a vibe at the camp. Like
I think last EDC, when we all went together, we had time to go to Encore, right? Because we came like a day or 2 early.
Yeah, and that's because we're staying at a hotel.
And if you think about it, the last time we went, we almost stayed there for a full week.
Yeah.
I think about Thursday, we left like Tuesday or Wednesday. I was like, dang.
Yeah, to be honest. Well, hey, that's what happens when you're 21 and you can party for 365 days.
Yeah. But now, hey, those parties are over and you hit your late 20s. You're mid 20s. Whoa.
Oh, don't scare me like
Whose
that.
birthday was it recently? Happy birthday.
Hey, yours only like 3 months. 3 months ago. Wait, 3 months later.
How was your birthday? Okay, I was going to say Gemini Queen, but correct me. How was your birthday?
Taurus.
I consider myself a Taurus, but I still, I I do recognize my Gemini side because I'm a Gemini sun in tropical, but I'm a Gemini rising in Vedic. So either way, it's still my big three. Gemini. Yeah, yeah, either way. So, but I do follow Vedic astrology, is also known as sidereal astrology. The reason I follow it, because I used to follow the Western, which is tropical, the one that everybody follow. Well, not everybody, but majority follow over here. And I learned that the OG astrology is the Hindu astrology. And that's because they use it in their religion. Like they take it very seriously. So they actually go by the stars and we go by the seasons. So like Aries is always the start of like the year. So that's why when it's like officially like spring and no longer winter, it's the first day of Aries. Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
Exactly, because they're number one. If you know astrology, then you know Aries. Wait, in the line, in the order, they think they're number one, you know, overall. But that's what makes them special, because their confidence is key, you know.
She's just mad because Taurus is right after Aries. Anyways.
That's why I'm like, it goes in order, okay? So Taurus is like the feminine. Aries is the masculine side, so it's like a dynamic. And then Gemini is a mutable sign because it's like a combination. So then it starts again. It's like Cancer's, then, you know, the cardinal, the start of a new season. So it just kind of like goes with the season. So that's why tropical, they do say it's good for like general stuff. So like if you're looking into like the stock market or how a business is going to be run or what's like the world astrology, they say tropical is good because tropical, they don't use the exact degrees. They kind of round it up. And so that's where it's after a while when years go on, they kind of started to shift. Yeah. Because they were aligned. Tropical and Vedic astrology were aligned there was a point. But then since there's a degree off with tropical, they just started separating. And now it's like a 2-week difference. So that's why half of the people that maybe think are Geminis, half of them are actually Taurus. Usually it's like the first week of Gemini of tropical, they're actually all Taurus. And then it starts. So, but my theory, because a lot of people say that it's good for the stock market. So I'm like, if you use it on yourself, then it's good. And it's good for like, I would say it's like a generalization of yourself. So maybe like, you know, you're in Aries and tropical, but you're really like a Pisces and Vedic. But you're like, no, I have Aries. Like I can feel the Aries. Your personality may be Aries. So you may come off as Aries. Like when you're around your friends, you're Aries. Work, you're in Aries. But when you're with your partner, your family, or people that live with you, they see that other side of you, which is part of the Vedic. Because they say Vedic is more like inner self. It's like the stuff that you need to heal on. It can even predict your future. It can predict how your kids are going to come out. And so it's very precise and it's used for those things. And tropical, I feel like if you read like what it means, it's more personality based. So that's why I do feel like there's still relevance to it. But if you want like a precise reading that's going to like help you in your future and what you need to heal from, like if you're curious about, you know, how your kids are going to have an impact on you, then Vedic astrology, I feel like it's the way to go. But they both share the same, like as far as like they both have value. But I just like Vedic because I do like more precise. You know,
I think ever since you told me about that, I'm more tropical. I'm like the general type of person. Yeah. But she started giving me advice on like people and how they are with the what's it called again?
Vedic astrology.
Vedic astrology. I was like, girl, why didn't you tell me this before I met this person?
I know.
Yo, there's so much could have been changing here. You know, I would have understand that. Yeah. But it's interesting. You learn and you grow.
Yeah.
So are you proud to be a Taurus?
You know what's funny? You can ask anybody. Like I always said I love Taurus and I always relate with Taurus, and people would always tell me like you give Taurus energy.
Yeah, everyone would be shocked when I told them Shantel's a Gemini. Everyone would be like, there's no way.
Yeah, but I do have a Gemini side of me where I'm like curious. I can be bubbly. I can be social. Like, you know, I do feel like, I don't know, like I'm
she's the positive side of the Gemini.
Yeah, like I'm very positive. Like I feel like, but the Taurus, like if you ask my family, like how I am, like I'm stubborn, you know, and I always think I'm right. Like, but that's like the layers, you know, of me that you get to know, like when you really, really get to know me, and we have those situations where you're like, this bitch is stubborn or this bitch, you know, but I do come off like, if you meet me in person and you catch me on a good one, you're gonna catch that Gemini side where I'm like chatty, I can talk forever, like, this bubbly, charming side of me. But once you really get to know me, like, you see those other layers of myself, where it's like my Taurus, because I've always loved, like, since I was little, like, gifts have been one of my love languages, and that's a very Taurus thing, like material things, like, like even fashion, like aesthetics, like I've always really been into that. Or like fashion, since I was little, I would, grab old clothes and like cut it up and make purses or something, So I've always been into that, which is very Taurus. Like, a lot of Taurus are lawyers because they're stubborn and they think they know it all. So they are recommended to be a lawyer because they can be argumentative. And then they're also good as hairstylists, anything with beauty.
Y'all really creative.
Yeah. They're like just the feminine side. So that's why Aries and Taurus are like a dynamic in itself. Yeah.
That's fair.
How was your birthday? I feel like this year was probably like an elite birthday for you.
Yeah. But my birthday was pretty amazing this year. I feel like I took control of it in a way. Like, I was just like, no, I'm not going to just wait for someone to plan it for me. Like, I'm just going to let them know what I want, and this year I wanted to do like a solo trip with my man. And I wanted to go to Lake Tahoe, but I don't know, the tickets were crazy. And
it's expensive out there.
Yeah, it was because it's Memorial Weekend. So that's why I was like, damn. So then we were like, all right, let's go to Joshua Tree. But my man found the cutest little house, and it had like a tub, like outside. Like, it has a shower and anything inside, but it has like a tub, and she put like lights. So at night it looks like, I don't know, like it looks like a fairy tale. Like, she has like these little flowers that glow up and lights. So if you take a bath there at night, it's like you probably feel like you're somewhere else. Like, it's really cute.
Ooh,
like, everything was so intentional in her house. And she surprised me with a little gift.
What?
Yeah, because he told her like, oh, it's my girl's birthday. Like, that's why I'm booking it. Because, they asked in Airbnb. So she just asked for my name. And then he told me, he's like, she asked for your name.
What?
Yeah, so he's like, I think she's going to do something for you. Yeah, she was sweet. I really liked her.
Out of all your birthdays, like, what made this one you really enjoy it?
I think because like, I did all the things I wanted to do. Like, I said I wanted to do a trip. I did a trip. I said I wanted to go do this, do that on the trip, and we did it. So, and then I still want to do something. Like, I'm one of those people that like to do things with everyone on my birthday. Like, I want everyone there on my birthday. So we did it El Torito. Everything went smooth. Like, there was no problems. The food was good. A lot of people missed because, some people got sick or they already had plans. So I was a little bummed because I was like, like, a lot of people aren't, like, not as many people are going to go as I thought. So I was kind of like, I'm not going to lie, I was a little like, damn, I want to know how this is going to go. But it ended up being amazing. We went back to my house. We were just like vibing, eating a charcuterie board that Isis made. Honestly, the best charcuterie. Honestly, we're going to post it. Like, there's going to be a photo right here.
Hey, whoa.
It looks like professional, like professional.
So good.
Oh, me?
Literally, like, that should look like $200-300 plus, okay?
She may start doing tutorial videos. She may not. It's really true.
If you guys want to book me, serious inquiries only, though.
But yeah, it was really nice. It was a vibe. And then, after some drinks, we started getting a little bossy. So we're like, let's put the karaoke on.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know what it is with alcohol or like with me when I start singing. I don't know if it was your tios or tias that were hyping me up. I started thinking like, I'm not gonna lie. I went home thinking about changing my career.
Oh,
I was like, you know what? Like, maybe this is for America's Got Talent.
Yeah, babe.
Like,
I believe in you. Babe.
Yeah, I want to say that you got a master's degree. You should definitely continue to work on that.
No, but it was a lot of fun. I think. How do you guys feel about like having expectations on your birthday? With like, do you guys feel like you guys should have expectations on your birthday because it's your birthday?
Yes, I've always told Shantel, because she's always had like issues on her birthday. I'm like, B, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry, but I hate people. No, I don't hate people. I just like when people put their birthday on other people. I feel like it's your birthday. You should do what you want to do. You should accommodate. People should accommodate to what you want. Like, you shouldn't expect for other people because there's always going to be something missing. Me on my birthday, even if I literally have planned all my birthdays in like less than 24 or 48 hours. Before, you guys have been, last year I planned something on like Thursday and we were out by like Friday and Saturday, Yeah. So I always take charge. Like, even 2 years ago, I made food. I made all the food. I got the house. Like, I just feel like it's your birthday. You shouldn't feel disappointed if other people don't make it what you make of it, unless you have a full detailed list and itinerary of exactly what you want to do. But like, you need to take charge. I just feel like it's too much responsibility to put on other people or expect other people because there's money involved, there's spending. So it's like, I'm going to pay this. I'm going to charge if you guys want to contribute this much, but like, this is what I want. I feel like you should not leave your birthday on other people's hands.
Yeah.
I agree, like, to a certain extent to that. I feel like for me, if someone, I do have the expectation that someone's just going to be nice enough and be like, do a surprise or something.
Oh, someone's throwing
And,
signals.
I've always loved, like, surprise parties or just, like, little unexpected things. Like, because sometimes I would personally do that. And am I expecting the same thing from them to me? Maybe sometimes, but because maybe it's a love language that I give. I'm like, oh, I want to give them something unexpected.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I hope for that if someone wants to surprise me or just do any of that, that's really up to them.
Yeah. Hey, she's like, you got 2 months, 3 months.
If someone or somebody's or if other people, if they're in good company.
When my birthday comes and it doesn't happen, but I told y'all 2 months ago.
I have the proof right here.
The sign was right now.
She plays it back. She's like, really?
No, honestly, but I will say I don't expect it. I don't expect it. Again, I think I go back to everyone just being everyone I love, just being there with me to celebrate. It doesn't have to be the most fancy or anything nice. I just want everyone to have a good time. But that's also an issue I have. It's like, I think I was talking about this last time. I worry so much about others having a good time that sometimes I don't prioritize myself. I'm like, I'd rather want them to have a good time,
Yeah.
So but I'm like, no, it's my day. It's my birthday. So this birthday, y'all, I'm sorry, but it's my birthday.
Hey, well, we know that.
All right. Anyways, who's next?
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's the Mike's birthday, actually.
What are you? What are your thoughts on that?
No, I agree. I feel like when I was younger, I wouldn't because, I grew up Jehovah's Witness. So there was a point where I couldn't really do nothing for my birthday, So I feel like once I was growing up, obviously I can make decisions for myself. So I was kind of putting that pressure like on other people because I was just like, people are going to do stuff for me but then I would take an initiative. But it's like sometimes my parents wouldn't want to throw me a party. Like it would have to be a debate. Like, I have to prove points of why, So it's like then that would disappoint me because I'm like, damn, this should not be a fight, So, and then, right, you're talking about this yesterday and I hate that I'm going to bring it up right now. But
cool. We already prepared it. Evelyn already prepared
it.
Yeah. So, 2 years ago, I also planned my birthday. Hey. Literally. And the reason, I planned a winery in Temecula with my family and friends. And it was hella last minute because like I was not really happy with like my party. Like not that I wasn't happy, but I just had more expectations. I was just a little disappointed. So I was like, no, we're going to do this thing. Like, let's go to the winery. Like, let's, literally like we started drinking. Everyone's having a good time. We're taking pictures. And my mom drank a little too much and was in the sun a little too much. And she faints. She faints. And I start freaking out. But everyone, not really, not yet. Because I'm just thinking like, oh, it's a faint, like she's gonna be like, she's gonna come back right now. Or I just thought she just fell. Yeah, I didn't know until she wasn't getting back up. And then we all looked and we grabbed her. And she was like,
she fell back. So Shantel's mom was sitting on the bench, and then she fell back.
Yeah,
and that's when it looked like she had just fainted.
Yeah. So we didn't know until she wouldn't respond. So that's when we're like, oh shit. And I hate to even say this, but I was freaking out. I don't know if I watched too many movies or what, but I just like slap her like to wake her up, and I get no reaction. So I'm like, no. So I go again, and no reaction.
While Chantel's slapping her mom, trying to get her responsive, her uncle's in the back. Leisha! We have our homegirl. We have our homegirl. Hey, I don't want to name her because she's gonna be upset. But you know who you are. She's in the back like
a whole panic attack.
A panic attack. Chantel's over here freaking out. Her brother's over here, mom. And I'm over here like, okay, let's get
chaos.
in action. I'm like, let me call my mom. I call my mom. I'm like, mom, Chantel's mom just fainted. Like, what can I do to like help her come back? She's like, help her breathe. So I'm like, lay her down. I'm not trying to get the situation. Chantel's trying to get her mom. Her dad's trying to like be comical, but he's worried like,
No, it was just.
What happened after the second slap?
No, honestly, then that's when everything went down here. No, it went downhill, and yeah, like we laid her on the bench. Like I don't even know if one of us tried to do CPR. Yes. Right? Mm-hmm. It's a blur. You know, when traumatic shit happens, sometimes you kind of black out. You know, but. Yeah, I just remember like I wasn't screaming. I was pretty calm from the outside, but inside I was just like, I don't know. I don't know if I was numb.
You also buzzed, right?
I really wasn't. I really wasn't. Yeah, my mom's just a lightweight, honestly. And I think she was in the sun, so that didn't help. You know, but
she had like a heat stroke, maybe. You know those heat things.
No, and she also had an 8. Remember, she made sandwiches for everyone, but she didn't make food for herself. You know,
typical mom stuff. Honestly,
dude. Actually, talking about that, the wineries, because I mean, during this time and even summer, it gets super hot. I went in September for Uba's birthday, my cousin, and dude, I was laying down. And I'm not even kidding you, dude. I think I had heat stroke, but no one realized because we were there for a long time. And then I woke up, dude. And I woke up like, dude, like so dry. And everyone was like, laughing. I was like, girl, you took a long nap. And I'm like,
she all passed out.
I'm like, I don't even remember my mind.
A long nap.
Dude, I think about it. I was like, I don't remember falling asleep. So I woke up and I was like, yeah, like, but dude, I would drink dehydrated and would drink water. But I was like, dude, it just happens.
Yeah,
it just happens.
Dude, like, and it was crazy because then Shantel's like mom, like Shantel, like, you know, try to slap her mom to wake her up. And eventually, like, at the third time, like, finally, I had called 911. I had explained what's going on. Like, I feel like I never knew. I feel like I always thought, like, okay, I'll probably be calm in situations. And I feel like maybe because everyone's freaking out, I was like, all right, let me be calm. So I call 911. They finally show up. My homegirl's still there.
Dude, the homegirl was so panic attacky that the paramedic, when he got there, he was like, you should go get your friend.
Yeah.
My mom's passed out, but he's worried about my friend. He's like, you need to go, you know, calm your friend down. She's having a bad panic attack.
And I had to go in there and I was like, wait, I need a paper bag. He's like, that's fake. He's like, just tell her to take deep breaths. And then she was like, okay. And like, I gotta say that shit was crazy.
It was crazy. But, you know, she's fine. Obviously, you know, she's alive.
Hey, she survived this birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, so hey, Maria thinks it's her birthday. Hey, not yours.
She was celebrating your birth arrival a little too hard.
Yeah, it was gonna be birth, death, and no, that's no.
Those are crazy stories. I feel like we always hear crazy stories. Hey, talking about crazy stories, I'm not sure if y'all saw our social media story on Instagram. We were asking you guys whatever advice that y'all need. You know, bring it up. We could talk about it. We recently had a comment on YouTube that initiated this whole thing, and I was like, yo, this is a little interesting. How do we answer response to this comment? And after that, I was like, you know what? Let's just make this a segment.
Yeah. So we always wanted to do a segment. So this is our In Good Conscious segment where we give advice that we hope is good. You know. I guess you guys will be the judges of that.
So we're gonna read the first comment.
Yeah. So this first comment, we will omit names. So it goes like this. Hi, I've been dating this girl that I'm now married with since high school. We met freshman year, and her cousin was with us in freshman year too, right after high school. Right after high school, we had our first kid, but while my girlfriend at that time, now wife, me and her cousin got along real close. And 2 months after my first one was born, I found out her cousin was pregnant too. They were both born 2017. Besides my first one looking like me, my second one is starting to look a lot like me. And people are starting to wonder in her family. But me and her cousin agreed not to say anything because she didn't want to ruin her relationship with my wife. Because they're good, very good cousins, but now that my second son is starting to look like me more, each year that passes, her family is starting to wonder. Should I just tell my wife or do I just stay quiet so I won't ruin the relationship? And the cousin's mom asked me if I was a dad, but I said no. So it's starting to seem like they're starting to think it's really me.
I feel like I'm going to start off with that. From a lot of experience. No, I'm just kidding. I've never ever been in that situation.
I didn't know someone put a kid up for adoption.
No. Hey Billy, if you're that, I'm just kidding. No, I honestly come forward with honesty because I believe in karma and I believe that things will come meet you in the ass if you don't speak the truth. I know the truth hurts sometimes, but you have to do the right thing and be a good person. Because it sounds so cliche, be a good person, be a good person. If you want good things happening to you, you have to give it back to the universe or whatever you're giving it to in order for you to get it back. That would be my main one. I feel like there's so much to say about this, but the first thing I think about It's just honesty.
Honestly, I have to say, I'm sorry. There's no good karma that's going to come. You should take up responsibility because that's a kid that's going to grow up without a child. At the end of the day, your cousin should not be worried about ruining the relationship. She did that the moment she decided. You both participated in that the moment you both decided to sleep with one another. So I think the best thing you could do at this point for the only people you should really consider, which is your children and your wife, is to own up to your truth, be involved in that child's life to whatever capacity you can be. Hopefully, the full responsibility because you went all the way there. And at the end of the day, you're now gonna have to. Now you're just gonna have to face the wrath of your consequences. At the end of the day, you were the one who were involved in a relationship, in a marriage, and you decided to pursue something else. And she was wrong because that's a part of her family. Shanti.
I agree.
No,
Wait,
I
sorry.
agree.
You said it has nothing. I'm not. I wasn't emphasizing on the karma though. I said at the end of the day though, you do something bad, you're gonna get something bad for you. So also keep that in mind.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, I feel like the relationship has been ruined with the cousin and the wife the day that they did it. Like it's been ruined because the truth always finds its way out. Because what if the kid grows up and he's curious? He's like, who's my dad? Imagine if they all found out like that. When this guy's grown, it's going to be even more like hurtful for the kids because they're going to be like, wow, like so many chances that we could have like bonded more with him or made, like,
Yeah,
so I feel like in the
true.
long run, like you said, it's that karma because it's going to happen to you regardless. Like what goes around comes around. So you have to always keep that in mind. Like, so yes, like it's been ruined. It's not going to get ruined. It's done. Like the minute that happened, there's physical proof of y'all cheating. That's the thing. Like after that, it's just, it don't even matter. Like you just got to come forward.
Dude, when I think
advice.
about the kid too, I think about like how that anger is going to continue to grow.
Yeah.
That kid's going to grow older and older. All those years, all those birthdays, all those things,
chances,
all those chances and opportunities that you had, opportunities to be in my life, but you chose not to because of your pride, because of you wanted to prioritize yourself rather than your son at that moment. Is going to leave you at a very bad place. So
yeah, agreed. So
Take
on
that.
you, your life's a joke. Anyways, our next one is from our Instagram stories. So this one goes: should I stay with my baby daddy even though I don't find him attractive anymore, but he's still a good guy?
No.
Shanti?
No, hell no. And it's for both of y'all. Because first of all, he deserves to be with someone that finds him attractive. And second of all, you deserve to be with someone you find attractive. And if you stay for the kid because he's a good guy, I just feel like you're doing more damage to the kid. Because I feel like a parent's happiness has a lot to do with, like, the kid gains a lot when the parent is happy, right? Like genuinely happy, right? Because when there's a parent that's like a single parent, and they're going through it, or they're in a toxic relationship, the kid goes through it as well. So if you find yourself a partner that, is a good man and you find attractive, you're going to be happier and your kid's going to reap the benefits as well as, you're the other guy, the baby daddy. So that's my hard no, you should not stay with him.
Yeah, I agree. You want to prevent yourself from doing actions you don't want to do. Don't stay with that person. Because if you're already thinking of someone else and finding someone else attractive, I think it's normal to find other people attractive when you're with someone, right? But it's like, if it's going to give you a higher chance of doing something that's going to hurt that individual, then don't stay. What about you?
For me, I think it depends. So do you have the ick? I think that's different finding the ick than not finding them attractive. Because it's like when you've dated someone. I've dated people and then I could see the way that their jean creases on their leg and I'm like, all right, that's it. You get that ick, but not attractive in what sense? I feel like there could be certain things. Is there like a physical change or was it just one day to another you didn't feel that attractiveness because he was hot enough to fuck? So I think, what is it that changes? Did he gain too much weight and you're not comfortable with that? Is that something he can work on? But I do think that if you're depending your relationship on attractability, babe, I don't know what you're going to do when you're 70 and you're wrinkling, your fucking tits are to the floor. Like, unless you're Jane Fonda and you're going to get work done and get real good work done until you're then, like attractiveness is going to fade or it's going to go up and down throughout life. So I think that you should find someone, again, has the same foundation and values as you, because clearly to you that matters so much that you're willing to leave someone who's a good partner.
Ooh,
But
that's true.
you know,
like
if that's where you lay the foundation, then you should leave him. But if it's something that you can change, I suggest having that conversation, no matter how awkward it is, and providing opportunity. Like, maybe I don't like his style, maybe switch him up, change up his style, eat healthy, go do some walks with him. Whatever the change may be, if it's in his control, then work on it. But again, if being attractive is the number one most important thing to you, then definitely that relationship should conclude.
I guess I just equaled attractive to likeness. Like, if I'm dating a guy and he's not the best looking and I have feelings for him, just because he's not the best looking don't mean I don't find him attractive. I just feel like my experience, when I've had feelings for people, like, I find them attractive, you know, like that superficial shit is like gone, you know. That's why it's like, that's how you know when someone genuinely loves you, is because if you gain a little weight, they don't find you less sexy because they love you. You get me? So that's why when she's like, oh, I don't find him attractive, he's a good, not just, but he's a good guy. To me, it's like, oh, then if you're just with him because you think he's a good guy, then I just feel like in long run, you know, like she might not feel fulfilled, you know, or she might feel like, damn, like she might end up cheating, you know, or something. So,
girl, you might meet an attractive man, the most attractive man of your dreams. Like, oh, this is the man, but he doesn't have good values, good morals. Trust me, it is not gonna last. Like, if he's providing those morals and values, I'm not saying settle, okay, because there is attractive men that do have those morals and values that you can find, but if that's all you're prioritizing is attractiveness, and that's it, then girl, you got to work on something else, because morals, values, all that's important. How you want your kid to be raised, who you want your kid around with, it's going to matter for your kid most importantly.
Yeah. So, but I believe that she can get the whole thing, and so can he. You get me? So I'm saying, like, you know, personally, I would like the whole package. Like, I want to be attracted to you, and I want to, like, you know, be, you know, same foundation, like morals, values, like personally, you know?
I just don't, I guess what I'm saying too here is for her, it's just don't prioritize just attractiveness. No. There is possibilities you can find both, like Shantel said, but if that's the one thing you're going to look in every guy, it's just, if he's not attractive but a good guy, you need to stop looking. You need to continue looking for more.
Let's be honest though. We've been those bitches where we see red flags and we still pull through because we find that person attractive, you know?
Yeah, when I was younger, I did.
Like, there'd be some points where you're like, okay, he's messy, or like, there's people that you should give you the ick, you know? And you look surpass that because you have feelings for that person. So that's why I'm saying, like, let's be honest, you know.
There's better, girl. Trust me. Like, I feel like that. Yeah, I've dated a guy where I'm like, I look past that and I'm like, oh, he's cute. His eyes are nice though.
Yeah,
girl, I do not care at this point. At this age, I'm like, no, he's got to be clean. He's got to learn how to have good hygiene and all that good stuff. Cause
yeah.
Okay. What's the next one? We got a lot of them. We might not get to all of them.
So in conclusion, I say this then. I say, if you have feelings for him, then take Isis' advice. You know, like, attractiveness, you can get attractiveness. You can build that. But if you're just with him because you think he's a good guy, you don't really have feelings for him, girl, let the man free and let you go be. You know, you go find somebody that has a whole package. So that's what I say.
Yeah, great. Okay, and now our next one is, what are your thoughts if a guy has a girl best friend?
A guy that you're talking to?
Yes, right? A guy that you're talking to. So you're dating someone and they have a really close relationship with their girl best friend. Me personally, I have been in situations where I've been the girl best friend, and I think it all depends on what her point of possession is. So let's say you meet someone, they have a girl best friend, and the moment you meet her, she makes sure that she makes key points. I'm the girl best friend. I do this for him. I know this for him. If she orders ahead and says these are his favorite things, and she points out the key little things that maybe as a partner would know or you find is a little too overbearing, I think that's an immediate red flag, because it's either there's some feelings in there, or she feels like she has some kind of ownership in some place that supersedes yours. And I think in a relationship, if you're looking for something long-term, your place as the girlfriend should supersede the best friend. But the best friend has a different place in that person's heart. So if she's like, I'm this, I'm that, I'm top bitch, and she's trying to fight with you for your spot, I would be very careful with that.
Mm-hmm. I 1,000% agree. I feel like we know though, bitches, like when we meet somebody, like we already know, like, oh yeah, she likes my man, or oh no, it's good, you know? Because ultimately, I feel like in dynamics like that, girl and guy, it kind of really is up to the girl normally. It's not always like that, but normally it is. So if I feel like the girl literally has no feelings for my man romantically at all, like I can feel the energy, yeah, I'm going to feel good. I'm going to be like, they're generally just friends, you know, it's all Gucci, you know. But yeah, if she starts giving me weird vibes, like she don't, you know, she look at me wrong or she gave me the vibe like who are you, like off the bat, then yeah, that's a little weird. Like, why are you like competition style, like what are you competing for, you know? That's a little, but yeah, I do believe they can happen. I know men say all the time no, but in their perspective, I get it sometimes why they can. That's why I said it's really up to the women, like but yeah, that's what I think about, because I also do have male friendships, but there's like a boundary we have too. Like we're close because we know each other forever, but we don't constantly see each other. I'm not constantly calling him, like I'm not acting like a girlfriend to him, you get me? Like, and you know, this might sound cheesy, but personally, I think your partner should be your best friend. Like my man, I'm with him 24/7. Like we like to do activities with him. So I feel like if he did share that role with another girl, it would have to be like I said, like super, super platonic and like respectful, because he's also like my best friend in a different way, obviously.
Right. And I think she needs to take a step back.
Yes.
So like if she was every day out there texting, like there needs to be now a step back, because I want to make sure you're comfortable that I'm not doing anything.
Exactly.
I'm being mindful of the girlfriend if I'm the best friend, because I know my homie is just my homie.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the woman has the power to set that boundary as a best friend and say, hey, you know, like, because men, they can be dogs.
Yeah.
You know, they can like chase until they get something that they want. Yeah. But when it comes to that girl needs to be, you know what, you're talking to someone, I want to get to meet her, I want to give that energy. But if she's giving like the pick me, he's gonna put me first.
Pick me girls.
Yes. Ooh. Like it's gonna be like, oh, I was like, did he tell you that we went to this place or just that person? Like, no, girl, like you need to chill. And yes, that is a red flag. And if he's allowing it and saying like, no, that's just my best friend, that's how we get along, that's weird. Go marry your best friend, go do something with your best friend.
Period.
Literally. Period. But yeah, I be comfortable with that? Depending. Friends, absolutely. But a pick me girl? Hell no.
I think we're all adults, or if you're young adults, like we know how relationships are. And at the end of the day, it will never be on that best friend. It will always be on your partner. If your partner chooses to not respect the boundaries you've laid out and wants to continue putting his best friend forward, then you should do like Evelyn said and go be with the bitch. But if you're respecting me in our relationship, you're going to make sure that I'm comfortable and that I can trust you and that what your word is saying, and I'll feel like, okay, I am his number one. Yeah. Because a bitch like you, like Beyonce said, top two, not number motherfucker two.
And at this age, I feel like a girl knows, you know, I know when someone's flirting with my man. I know that's not just a friend. I know what she's waiting for. I know also a man and what his intentions are when he's saying that's my best friend. So yes, that's it, guys. Thank you guys for watching today. Thank you guys for staying tuned with our episode 12. And I hope you guys enjoyed this birthday with our Taurus queen. Woo! Cash app her right now though. Oh,
hey, Shantel, come
yeah, guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share this with everybody, even your mama, your papa, your brother, your sister, your tia, your tío.
Hey, if they need advice, comment below. If y'all need advice, comment below.
We'll do another segment.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. You can find me Easy.
Evelyn. Yes.
Chantel's way.
And yeah, bye guys.